IWC's 150th birthday this year, and to celebrate they've released a brace of watches that represent a whole lot of interesting firsts for the brand. The Big Pilot's Watch Big Date Edition 150 Years is the first Big Pilot's watch from IWC with a big date display, featuring those large numerals beneath the triangular index at 12. There are 2 limited edition models available, each restricted to just 100 watches, one with a blue lacquer dial and one with a white lacquer dial. Both are in stainless steel. The blue lacquer dial has rhodium-plated hands and the white lacquer dial has blued hands. The lacquer on the dial gives a glossy depth that's a dramatic change up from the standard Big Pilot and the Le Petit Prince version. When we flip it over, you'll note that the power reserve display has been moved to the reverse side. Now the brand says this is to keep the dial uncluttered and legible. The Pilot's Watch Chronograph Edition 150 Years is pretty much unchanged from the previous model, just with that Arctic white lacquer dial and blued hands. It's worth noting that the price remains the same or thereabouts, limited to 1,000 pieces. The Portofino hand-wound Moon Phase Edition is the only gold watch in the Jubilee collection with a blue dial. The hands, as well as the moon and stars in the Moon Phase display, have been gold-plated to match. Now the Moon Phase module has been added to the 59000 caliber family, and it will deviate from the actual cycle of the moon by just 1 day every 122 years. A total of 150 watches are available. On we go to the talking point, the watch you probably saw a lot of on social media. Yes, the IWC tribute to Pallweber edition 150 years. Now this is the first time ever a digital hours and minutes display is being offered by IWC in a wristwatch. However, it harks back to when IWC started using this form of time display in pocket watches back in 1884. Behind that glossy blue lacquer dial is the new caliber 94-200 movement, which took 5 years of work and comprises 2 barrels, 1 automatic and 1 hand wound, and 2 gear trains, one for the single minute disc and one for the turning of the display discs. The watch has a 60-hour power reserve and is limited to 25 pieces in platinum with a white dial, 250 pieces in red gold with a white dial, and 500 pieces in stainless steel with a blue dial. The Da Vinci Automatic Edition 150 Years is presented here with a white lacquer dial and blued hands. Now, behind the dial we have the newly developed automatic IWC Manufacture 82-200 caliber. Movement components that are subject to particularly hard use in the movement, such as the pawls or the cam, are made of virtually wear-proof ceramic. Okay, buckle up, this one might get technical. The Portugieser Constant Force Tourbillon Edition 150 Years is the technical zenith of the Jubilee collection. A total of 15 watches will be made for each model. Now this is a new movement, the IWC manufactured hand-wound 94-805 caliber with a power reserve of 96 hours. It combines a constant force tourbillon with a simple moon phase display that only needs to be adjusted, hang on for this, 1 day every 577.5 years. So, unless you're cryogenically freezing yourself, you won't need to concern yourself with that part of the manual. The patented constant force mechanism transmits even impulses to the escape wheel. In conjunction with the tourbillon, which compensates for the negative influences of gravity on the watch's oscillating system, this allows for an exceptionally high level of precision.